They shall be my finest warriors, these men who give themselves to me. Like clay, I shall mold them, and in the furnace of war forge them. They will be made of iron will and steely muscle. They will have tactics, strategies, and machines, so that no foe can best them in battle. They are my bulwark against the terror. They are the defenders of humanity. Hello everyone, this is your host Legend, and welcome back to my channel. A little while ago, I did a completely biased field top 10 that had little approach to any objective opinion, and that was fun, but I also do like being a little bit more informative. So today, and for the next couple of videos to wrap out the year, I am going to give my actual thoughts on the real top characters in Tacticus, broken down by game mode type. These game modes I'm going to be going over are guild raids, horde modes, and finally guild wars. Characters will be evaluated as objectively as possible, with some bonus points given to them being the head of their team, being usable on multiple teams, and how much their kit benefits the entire team as a whole. For the purposes of this list, I will be referring to the Custodes Guild Raid team as the Rapid Assault Guild Raid team, another common name for them. And finally, I want to make one thing clear. I am not the greatest player at the game. In fact, I am far from it. So your opinion on who makes the top characters of this game may be very different than mine, and that makes me really glad. It really does. Please do not take my list as pure fact, and keep any discussion about top characters civil. I want to start with an honorable mention, since not everyone can make this list. This honorable mention is going to the multi-hit team as a whole. The multi-hit guild raid team has been a long-time staple to the guild raid meta, and for good reason. There was no denying their power. With the right series of buffs, this team dealt insane damage to a good chunk of the guild raid roster. Their time in the sun lasted for the longest time and seemed to have no end in sight, until the introduction of the Custodes to Tacticus. With their arrival came Kariyan, and all eyes were set upon him with anticipation. Then came Trajann, and some time to test them all out, work out a team, and the team they formed began to outshine the multi-hit guild raid team of old, and now has cemented themselves as the superior option. Multi-hit isn't completely out of the game, but they have become meta adjacent, and thus why I am giving them a whole honorable mention slot, since there were so many good characters there. With that honorable mention out of the way, let's get right into the list, starting with number 10. Taking the 10th slot is Orc Warboss Gulgortz, a versatile flex option for the AdMech guild raid team. He brings value to the table via his summons, the ability to hit a target multiple times, and his mechanical trait. For bosses with adds of their own, the Orc Boys brought by Gulgortz's active are a great crowd control option, and often more than enough to keep the amount of summons at bay. His passive allows him to attack twice in one turn, which is typically used to hit the main boss, triggering Exitor-Rho's passive ability twice, which also ties into the mechanical trait that allows him to be a great addition to the AdMech guild raid team. He can be used against any of the AdMech weak bosses to good effect, solidifying his spot on this list. 9th overall is going to the main man of the old meta, who still clings onto his glory, Ragnar Blackmane, Wolf Lord of the Blackmanes, and member of the old multi-hit guild raid team alongside the new Rapid Assault team. If I made this list just a few months ago, he would have been towards the top of the list. But with the rise of the Rapid Assault team, he has dropped in value significantly. Where once he was a core option, he now rests in a flex spot on the new team. He still brings plenty of value from Warhammer, which gives a buff to the whole team and helps to see him holding his spot in the top 10 still. But for how long, with the ever-shifting meta, is yet to be seen. 8th place goes to Tech Priest Dominus Vitruvius, a flex option belonging to the AdMech and Rapid Assault team. This Magos Dominus takes this place thanks to his hit buff given by his passive ability Master Annihilator. The enemy most recently tagged by Vitruvius receives a debuff that will make them take an extra hit from any non-psychic normal attack, up to a maximum damage cap, depending on what level Master Annihilator is. When used on either guild raid team, this allows every member to do additional damage, making it hard to understate just how great this effect is. Overall, he can be a great addition to either one of these teams. Showing up in 7th place is High Marshal Helbrecht, a flex option from the AdMech and Rapid Assault guild raid teams. He shines best against any boss with the Psyker trait, allowing him and any friendly adjacent unit to deal a ton of bonus damage in melee against said Psyker. He is put to good use alongside the AdMechs against the likes of Mortarion, the Hive Tyrant, and Tervagon. While with the Rapid Assault team, he helps to even the score against Magnus the Red. I think the fact that he has a passive so potent it got him put on the AdMech team without the mechanical trait is just funny, and I have no doubt if we see the addition of another psychic boss, Helbrecht will be there, ready to unleash his fury against them. 6th place belongs to Khârn's very own champion, Khârn the Betrayer, a core option to the Rapid Assault team and flex option to the old multi-hit team. One look at his kit and it is no wonder why he makes his way onto both of these teams. Although his abilities do not directly benefit these teams, and in some cases can prove detrimental if played wrong, his sheer damage output makes up for this tenfold. His capacity to tear into any health bar has seen him be a powerful choice since he was first added to Tacticus, and with the rise of the Rapid Assault team, he has found a permanent spot in the guild raid meta as of now. When Khârn is on the field with direction and purpose, have not a doubt that he will make your enemies disappear. Coming in 5th is the head of the Neuro guild raid team, and the very unit it is named after, the Neurothrope. This chittering tyrannid has no shortage of power and potential with its passive ability Neuroparasite, allowing it to cause massive damage against any enemy who has stacks applied to it. With the addition of the Norn Crown Relic, the Neurothrope is no longer limited to the old reliable version of the meta team and is given new options and synergies. Both versions of the Neuro team are great, but are impossible without this unit, and with the recent changes to the close combat weakness that has now become ranged specialist, this foul Nid has only become an even better unit, one more than deserving of this placement. Just short of the bronze medal and 4th overall is Skitarii Marshal Tangita, a core member of the AdMech guild raid team. Having no limit of synergy with his team, he shines best with his numerous and versatile summons that can help to keep the battlefield clear and aid Exitor-Rho in pushing his damage further by triggering his passive ability. Tann's ability to give additional armor or damage to adjacent mechanical allies if conditions are met, and most importantly, while in Conqueror Imperative, allowing any adjacent mechanical summon to attack again, as long as they are in range of the target Tangita is attacking. With this also once again triggering Exitor-Rho's passive. When you ask me, Tangita is a perfect example of synergy done right. Earning the bronze medal is the Captain General of the Custodes, Trajann, who is also a core member of the Rapid Assault team and a flex option for the AdMech team. Trajann finds himself at the heart of the rising guild raid meta, and for good reason, seeing as he joined the Tacticus roster with one of the best buffing passive abilities the game has seen in a while, given value to either team by simply having him or any unit that used their active ability be right next to any target. It gets even better. When Trajann is adjacent to the target, the first non-normal attack of any allied character does 2 additional hits. Man, now that I think about it, if I had a nickel for every time a non-mechanical unit had a passive ability so powerful that it got him put on the AdMech guild raid team, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Coming in with a silver medal is Malleus Flay. Wait. Oh, that's my completely biased list. Actually earning the silver medal is Sicarian Ruststalker Exitor-Rho, the head unit of the AdMech guild raid team. Exitor-Rho is arguably the best guild raid unit in the game. His capacity for out-of-turn damage is equaled by no other. With the right team by his side, his abilities seamlessly synergize with all deployed units and rapidly stacks damage, leading to some of the highest damage possible in the game, with scores north of 1 million typically being a cakewalk for any built AdMech team. The Omnissiah has truly guided his weapons well and allowed Rho to carve a name that endures with no end in sight. Finally, coming home with the gold medal in first place is Blade Champion Kariyan, the head of the Rapid Assault guild raid team. This truly was a hard choice, and although I wanted to give Exitor-Rho the spot, I felt it was only right to give Kariyan the gold. For with him and the Custodes, we have seen the rise of a new meta team that requires a good amount of skill and game knowledge to really put to good use, giving us a new high skill ceiling team and some fresh air that the meta really needed. Since the Custodes survival event, Kariyan has had one of the most intriguing kits, and the community as a whole has put it to good use, with numbers comparable to the highest output of the AdMech team. He has potent abilities with massive damage output that only gets better as the raid goes on, and is more than deserving of this spot at the top of the guild raid meta. That's about it. This is the point where I feel like I should make a reminder that although I'm trying to be objective in my ratings, this list is still subjective in nature. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments on who should be in the top 10 position in guild raids. I only ask that you keep things civil. Anyhow, I will not be posting again till after Christmas, so I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, a happy whatever festivity you are celebrating, or a bright season in general if you aren't celebrating anything at this time. So once again, this is your host Legend, signing off.